Bftb, best fight the best. In order to get what we all want, which is the best fight the best, and the rankings to mean something, we have to figure out and know why fighters are ranked where they are ranked. This series will break down the sanctioning bodies and where they have their fighters ranked. Looking at the welterweight division, the next sanctioning body we're going to look at is the WBA. Now, in the WBA, they have 3 champions, when the reality is there's only one, and that is Manny Pac-Man Pacquiao. Alexander Bftb, or Alexander Rasputin, that motherfucker hasn't beaten nobody. Literally nobody. He beat Radzab Booty for the vacant WBA title. So number 17 versus number 64 fought for a vacant WBA title. Explain to me how that makes sense. Number 17 versus 64 for a belt. The best fighters on this guy's resume are Breedis Prescott, who is literally a starter pack for every fighter. It's like everybody fights Breedis Prescott. And then Juan Abreu, who is the FedEx Boxcar WBC welterweight champion. Virgil Ortiz Jr., the WBA gold champion. Not sure why he's the gold champion. And if he's the gold champion, then who's the silver? Who is the bronze? Who's the aluminum? Bro, this is the worst, the most bullshit ass thing that they can do is add all these extra belts because it devalues the actual champion. Virgil Ortiz is a good ass fighter, and he should be in the top 5 of this division. But putting him as the gold champion removes him from having the ability to fight Manny Pacquiao. This is like fucking pathetic. Yordenis Ugas at number 1. I have no problem with that at all. No problem at all. In my mind, he actually beat Sean Porter, although on paper he lost. He beat Bud Crawford in the amateurs. He's 24-4. He's a very, very skilled Cuban fighter. And I don't see nobody calling for his name.
Oh, you want something too, old man? Huh? No. Get off your ass and get in this car, boy. I don't know why you come down here messing with these people. Hurry up.
But as the number 1 WBA contender, who the fuck is he going to be mandatory for? Virgil Ortiz gold belt? Alexander Rasputin? Or Manny Pacquiao super title? Again, the super title was created for a unified champion. Manny Pacquiao only has 1 belt, so it shouldn't even be a super champion. But whatever, whole different video. But who is Yordenis Ugas going to be the mandatory for? I mean, who? They got 3 fucking champions in the WBA. So I mean, who is he the mandatory for? And damn, I don't think it's going to be Manny Pacquiao because the WBA doesn't have a mandatory. The WBA super. So it's either Alexander Bftb or Virgil Ortiz. Number 2, Danny Garcia. I have no problem with Danny Garcia being number 2. I have Danny Garcia as number 1 in the WBC. So I have no problem with him being number 2 in the WBA rankings. But again, if he's number 2 and he gets to fight a champion, who's he fighting? Now, the obvious answer would be Danny Garcia versus Manny Pacquiao because that is the money fight. It's a big money fight. But Manny Pacquiao would have to pick Danny Garcia because Manny Pacquiao, as the WBA super, does not have a mandatory. He does not have mandatories. The WBA super belt has no mandatories. The WBA regular belt has mandatories. I don't know what the fuck the WBA gold has. But so Danny Garcia versus Alexander Bftb be fucking, get the fuck out of here, bro. This is all these extra belts. There's no fucking reason. The WBA Super should not be a belt. It is a belt held by a whatever. Again, I'm going to go into a different video. But Danny Garcia, number 2, I have no problem. Number 3, Mikey Garcia. Why the fuck is Mikey Garcia ranked number 3? The fuck has he done at welterweight but get his ass beat by Errol Spence? What has he done? He hasn't done more than Jamal James. He hasn't done more than Conor Ben, Thomas Delorme, David Avanesyan, Josh Kelly. He hasn't done more than nobody on this motherfucker. Well, not nobody, but most of these. He is number 3 because his name is Mikey Garcia. But for what? I don't understand this. Your name is Mikey Garcia, so that means you just get to be ranked number 3. You haven't done shit at 147. Absolutely nothing. At 147, you are 0-1. You've done nothing.
Not a damn thing.
You got your ass whipped. That is it. But mysteriously, you're number 3.
How, Sway? Take a few steps back to go.
You ain't got the answers, man. You ain't got the answers.
So if little tiny, eensy weensy, small, itty bitty Mikey Garcia is ranked number 3 off of one fight where he lost, he's ranked number 3. So does that mean him fighting Danny Garcia is a good fight? Big giant Danny Garcia? Massive Yordanis Ugas? Super huge, gigantic knockout artist Virgil Ortiz? Manny Pac-Man Pacquiao? I mean, I'm trying to figure out which one of these fights, these full-fledged welterweights, is a good fight for incy-wincy, tiny-whiny, small, pequeño Mikey Garcia. That motherfucker, listen, bro, ranked in the top 10, yes. Maybe top 5. Man, I wouldn't even put him in top 5. There's other motherfuckers that done more than him at 147. Top 10, yes. By his name. Not no motherfucking top 5. Jamal James at number 4. I wouldn't put him that high. He'd be higher than Mikey Garcia. But I wouldn't put him at number 4. But I don't have a problem with him being top 5. But I wouldn't put him there myself. I don't have a problem with it, but I wouldn't put him there. But I would he'd definitely be top 10. But number 4, that's a little too high for me. Number 5, Gabriel Meister. What the fuck, bro? Man, this guy's got 2 fucking fights. 2. Giovannis Barraza.
Who in the hell is that?
Who was 20-0 when they fought for the vacant WBA Fentanyl belt. They fought for a vacant WBA Fentanyl belt in his debut. With Giovannis Barraza was 20-0, and they fought for the Fentanyl belt. But Giovanni Barraza must have been on Fentanyl because he literally fought nobody. He fought 20 fucking nobodies and then got knocked out by fucking this Meister dude for the vacant WBA Fentanyl belt. Then in his next fight, he fought Diego Chavez, the guy that he was decent years ago. He knocked him out to defend the WBA vacant Fentanyl belt.
Oh, hell no!
And both of those fights were at super welterweight. So how in the fuck is this guy ranked at welterweight when both of his fights were at super welterweight? And this Meister dude who has 2 fights, both of them at super welterweight at 154, yet he is ranked at welterweight without fighting not one fight in the fucking welterweight division, and he fought for the WBA, the vacant WBA Fentanyl belt, and he defended it against Diego Chavez, who in his last 5 fights is 1-4 with 3 knockout losses. But that was his first defense. And this guy gets to be ranked number fucking 5. A guy with 2 fights who's never fought at welterweight in his fucking professional career and he fights for a vacant Fentanyl belt, is now number 5 in the WBA welterweight division. So let me guess. Gabriel Meister versus who on here would be a good fight? Get this guy the fuck out of here. Number 6, Nurse Zoltan. So how the fuck did Nurse Zoltan become number 6? He's literally beaten nobody. Legitimately nobody. I mean, you look at this nigga's resume. He beat Zing Zhang, the Japanese yin yang twin. He fought Joel De La Cruz, whoever the fuck that is. Duarte, Banana Republic ass nigga, Busch Gardens, Tanana Pam, motherfucking Pampers, a mutt, and then Ivan Drago's great nephew, Steve. Bro, this nigga has fought nobody. Legitimately nobody. And he fought Ivan Drago's great nephew, Steve Gago. Bro, for the vacant international, get this guy the fuck out of here, bro. There's no way that this nigga should be ranked where he's at. He's done nothing. Don't nobody know him at all. But again, this is going to be one of those fighters that they say, oh, well, you have to fight him. He's a mandatory. They have to fight this guy. Number 7, Zab Zab Booty. This is the nigga that Best Putin beat for the vacant WBA regular title. How in the fuck is this nigga even fighting for a vacant title at all? But nobody questions this. Nobody. This nigga has fought literally nobody. And the motherfuckers that he fought before he fought for a vacant title was 37-24, motherfucking Silverado. And then motherfucking Tylenol was 35-14. So he fought Silverado, who was 37-24, Tylenol, who was 35-14, and Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez baby niece's nephew's cousin uncle, Azael Ocasio, who was 21-7. Then after that, he fought my brother Ramsey Sutin III's great nephew's uncle's brother's cousin's son, Ramses Agaton, who was 20-8. Man, get this nigga the fuck out of here. But these are the type of people that he needed to fight in order to get a title shot for a vacant WBA regular title. You've got to be fucking kidding me. And nobody's saying nothing. And this guy will end up being a fucking mandatory. And they'll be like, oh, he has to do it. Oh, you want him to get stripped. No, we don't want him to fight these fucking bums that shouldn't be on here at all. Number 8, Conor Benn. Now, Conor Benn has fought a bunch of fucking nobodies. But at least we know who the fuck he is. He's a welterweight. We know this for sure. He's done something at welterweight more than Mikey Garcia. He should be above Mikey Garcia. There's no way, in my opinion, that he should be number 8. Conor Benn should be number 3 on this motherfucker. Number 3, he should be replacing Mikey Garcia, but whatever. We'll get into that later on. I mean, Conor Benn has fought a bunch of fucking nobodies, but he should be higher than what he is. Number 9, Thomas Delorme. Definitely should be higher than what he's at. He's fought a lot of good fighters. Now, he might not have won to those fights, but his record is good enough. And the people that he fought and lost to are fucking good-ass fighters. So at number 9 in the WBA, he's definitely top 10. He should be higher than what he is. Definitely higher than that nigga Meister and fucking Zab Zab Booty. And get these niggas the fuck out of here. Thomas Delorme should be top 5. That's a top 5 fighter. David Abanesian, I have no problem with this man being top 10. I think he should be higher than where he's at maybe 6. He should be higher than 10. I have no problem with him being 10, but he should be higher than that. But I have no problem there. So number 10 is all right with me. I'm fine with that. Josh Kelly is a good-ass fighter. I don't know why people are not high on this dude. I mean, he's a good-ass fighter. Now, he hasn't fought a bunch of great competition, but he did fight Ray Robinson. In my opinion, he beat that man. So he should be higher than number 11. Definitely should be top 10. Yeah, he definitely should be top 10. And if you look at his name recognition, just like Conor Benn, is up there. You know, so if he was to fight one of the champions, and there only should be one, but if he was to fight one of the champions, then, you know, that would be a bigger fight than these other guys that are ranked higher than Josh Kelly. Josh Kelly is a good-ass fighter. He's very slick. I don't understand why people are not big on him, but hey, it is what it is. But I would have Josh Kelly higher than number 11. Number 12, Derrick Cuevas. Bruh, like, what the fuck is he on here for at all? But because he beat Breeders Prescott? The starter pack? Because Derek Cuevas, another nigga who beat Breeders Prescott, is number 12 because of that. He's beaten nobody. Bro, this dude, has he even beat anybody below him? Is there a Casio Clayton on his resume? A Harold Calderon? A Michael Fox? Bro, these dudes are so focused on being undefeated that it shouldn't even be about that. It should be about you beating somebody to be ranked. This guy's beaten nobody but the starter pack, and mysteriously, he's number 12. This shit is beyond me, bro. Like the niggas that are closest to one should have the least amount of losses, if not no losses, and they should have beaten somebody below them. If the people that are ranked on man, this is trash. This guy, Derek, motherfucker, your name is Derek. Your name is Derek Cuevas. I'm not putting all that extra fucking syllables in there, this extra shit. Your name is Derek, nigga. And you shouldn't even be on here. Number 13, Cruton Clayton. Cruton Claytons. Custard Claytons. This nigga has never fought for any version of any WBA belt at all. This nigga Croutons fought for the IBF belt, whatever the fuck that is. The IBF International. I didn't even know the IBF had an international. I didn't even know that. I thought the IBF was the only sanctioning body that just had just one belt. But I'm guessing not. So he fought for the IBF International belt, the WBC Continentals, the WBO International. He fought for a vacant IBF International, and then he fought for a vacant IBF Intercontinental. The fuck's the difference, bruh? And then this nigga fought for vacant 5 vacant belts in his last 6 fights, and none of them were anything to do with the WBA. But yet he's ranked in the WBA. He's literally beaten anybody. The only person on his resume, the only people that we can actually know who they are, is DeMarcus Chop Chop Corlett, who has 4,000 fights. And then he fought Johnny Navarrete. The same Johnny Navarrete that got beat by Jaime Munguia twice. That's it. Those are the only people he fought. The same Johnny Navarrete, who was in his last 10 fights, is like 3-6 with 3-6, 3 wins, 6 losses, and 1 draw. The same Johnny Navarrete. Man, get this guy Croutons the fuck out of here, bro. Number 14, Harold Calderon. He is the baddest man in Honduras. Bruh, now you would think, right? Hold up. Now you would think, when a fighter starts out, they start out, fighting lower level competition to build himself up. This nigga started out fighting 6-18, 0-1, 0-6, 0-13, 3-6, 3-68, 2-26, 7-10, 26-68, 2-15. Bro. All right, I understand. I understand you padding your stats. I get it. But if you are ranked number fucking whatever, and you're ranked in the top 15 in your last 5 opponents, your last 5 are 16-2. Okay. I don't know who the fuck Emilio Martin Garcia is. That might be the trainer of Mikey Garcia, I guess. I fuck if I know. Then you fight Carlos Winston, 26-34. Fabio, whatever the fuck, Bzowski, however you say that, 10-8. Then you fight another nigga, 13-7, and then the last nigga you fight is Santa Claus' cousin, Kristen Santa, and he was 16-13. That's the last nigga you fight. But mysteriously, you're in the top 15 for that last 5. You've got to be fucking kidding me. So this guy can be a voluntary for one of the champions, and that's a good fight. Fuck out of here, man. Get this guy the fuck out of here. He should not be on the rankings at all. But he's on there, but he should, that motherfucker should be like 35 or some shit like that. Michael Fox. Not Michael J. Fox, but Michael K. Fox. Now, all jokes aside, if you look at this guy's resume, he's fought better competition than majority of the motherfuckers in front of him. And when I say by better competition, I'm not talking about better names because he has a starter pack on his resume. DeMarcus Corley, I've been seeing, and I used to really love Chop Chop, still do, but I've been seeing that lately. Chop Chop has been a starter pack like Breedis. He's the second starter pack for a lot of these fighters. But so I see he has a starter pack on his resume, and then a lot of the fighters that he fights have one loss, three losses, or no losses. Most of them have no losses, are undefeated fighters. So I actually will put Michael K. Fox higher than a lot of these other guys who have fought nothing but bums, but most of their fighters that they have fought have been like absolute fucking trash. So yeah, I would put Michael K. Fox higher than a lot of these dudes. Okay, to wrap this up, first things first, we need to get rid of all of these belts. Gold, gone. Silver, bronze, aluminum, gone. Regular, super duper, whatever. The only belt we should have is one belt and one belt only. We'll start right there. There's one champion, Manny Pacquiao, period. Now, to get the list of fighters that we would most likely like to see him fight in his own sanctioning body, not another champion, in his own sanctioning body, we'll start again at the bottom 5 and move up based on what they done, who they beat, and how eager we are to see them fight the champ. Last, number 15, Clayton. Nobody cares at all. Nobody cares to see Clayton versus Manny Pacquiao. Number 14, Booty. Nobody gives a fuck about Booty fighting Pacquiao. And the only reason why he's above Clayton is because at least he fought for a regular title. 13, Cuevas. This Derek nigga. And they'll probably put him on there because, you know, he's of Hispanic descent, so that'll have some type of value. 12, Boost Besputin, Rasputin. Well, because he's the regular champion, so they can finagle that one some way. Number 11, Michael K. Fox. He actually has a better resume than everybody behind him anyway. So I can see him being at 11. Moving into the next 5, where there's more interest to see these fights. They make more sense. Number 10, Jamal James, whatever this nigga's name is. Now he's done a lot. Well, not a lot, but he's done more than others. Even though he's not the regular champion like Besputin, his resume is better. Number 9, David Avanesian. He's got a name. This be better than all the other fights. People know who he is. He's fought some people. Number 8, Josh Kelly, especially if he fought him in the UK. That would be a really good fight. It would sell. People know who Josh Kelly is. It's a good fight. Number 7, Mikey Garcia. I really didn't want to put him on here this high at all. But just due to the fact of his name, this fight will sell. It'll do big numbers. It'll do bigger numbers than probably 2 of the people in front of him. But he hasn't done more than 2 of the people in front of him, which is the reason why he's 7. Number 6, Thomas Delorme. Thomas Delorme has fought some really good names. He's a known name, and he's done more at welterweight. Number 5, Conor Benn, especially if that was overseas. Manny Pacquiao versus Conor Benn in the UK would be huge. That'd be a really big fight, especially for the UK weirdos. That would be a very big fight. Conor Benn has a name. He's big in the UK, maybe not gigantic, but he's big in the UK. And Manny Pacquiao fighting Conor Benn in the UK to defend the WBA welterweight title will be a really good fight. At number 4, Virgil Ortiz. Manny Pacquiao versus Virgil Ortiz in like Dallas Stadium would sell out. That would be a huge fight. It'd be really, really big, money-wise and everything. That would be a really big fight. Number 3, Keith One Time Thurman, who is not even on the list. It's a fucking disgrace that the long-standing WBA regular and super champion, is not even ranked in the WBA. That's fucking insane when he's ranked number 5 in the world, the number 5 welterweight in the world. Number 2, Ugas. Now, I know Ugas was number 1, but Ugas's name recognition is not as big as the name in front of him, but Ugas is well deserving of a fight with Manny Pacquiao. He's well deserving. He's done enough. He's fought enough. He's got enough skills to be very competitive, if not win that fight. That's a very good fight. Ugas is number 2. It's a very good fight. And number 1, just like in the WBC, Danny Swift Garcia. Big name, big recognition, big fight anywhere. Sell out anywhere, pay-per-view, and a very good chance of Danny Garcia knocking Manny Pacquiao out. Danny Garcia has never been knocked out. He's got a very good chin, takes a very good punch. He'll be there to get hit. He can bang himself. They both have very good left hooks. This is a very good fight, stylistic matchup. Danny Garcia could end Manny Pacquiao with one hook, and we've seen Manny Pacquiao knocked out. We've never seen Danny Garcia knocked out. So this is a very, very good fight. Number 1 ranked Danny Swift Garcia. The WBA rankings are absolutely garbage. There's literally 4 fighters out of the 15 or 16 or 17 or 18, or however many there are, that we only want to see Manny Pacquiao fight. The rest of them are absolute fucking trash. Bftb, shout out to the LDBC, and I'm out.